Howdy y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today is Brews Day, and what I got on the docket for us is a bit of an Exhume deck. I was talking to my buddy Cameron of the Common Ground podcast, and I had mentioned to him that I had sort of been thought exercising a Exhume list that ran Ulamog's Crusher's Dragon Breath, hell of a card. Gives haste and it enters from the graveyard if a creature with CMC 6 or greater enters. Notice Ulamog's Crusher and Troll of Khazad-dûm, both 6-mana creatures, so this will come back with it. Only a one of, because I'm skeptical of how good it is, and I think any more copies of it will just make the deck worse. We are running 2 Bojuka Bog, 3 Nile Spellbomb in order to compensate for our Exhumes. You really don't want your opponent getting anything back. One way to do that is by doing Exhumes early. If you're on the play and you cycle a Troll and then Exhume on turn 2, your opponent's usually not going to have anything, but we're kind of planning to go into the mid to late game with this deck, so because of that, things are going to happen. We're going to kill stuff with cast downs and bone shards, and we're going to need to deal with opposing graveyards so that our Exhumes don't suck. Sneaky Snacker is kind of the plan B or plan 1A, just abandoned attachment. Sneaky Snacker is good. That's a good thing to be doing in the format. Again, all of it's backed up by counterspells, by removal. Yeah, we're going to take this for a spin. This is definitely the first draft of this deck. There is a good chance that Ulamog's Crusher should just be Striped Riverwinder. That is the, I want to say it's 6 mana, 5/5 with hexproof, and it cycles for a single blue mana. That would then maximize on the number of 1-mana cyclers in the deck, and it would then increase our odds of turn 1 cycle, turn 2 Exhume. I like that Striped Riverwinder is a hexproof body. It's a lot harder to interact with or kill. Ulamog's Crusher gets killed by cast down, and like everything, it doesn't get killed by any burn, but it gets killed by a lot of stuff in the format. It has no ETBs. It needs to attack in order to be good. But it does end a game relatively quickly if you're able to swing in with it. That's kind of what I'm hoping to do. So with all that out of the way, let's jump into some games. All right, round 1, we were jumping in immediately against Carves. I think I'm going to keep this. Like that we have our lands lined up here. Yeah, probably just going to... appears to just be on mono blue. Terror has the Sleep with the Dead. Okay. I do think that I'm just going to get... it's kind of interesting. I have the Bog. I think I'm just going to get Swamp here. Because I think that I can just cast Abandoned Attachments, discarding Crusher on their end step. Thought Scour, yeah, they have had some very crappy mills so far. 2 lands and a Cryptic Serpent means 1, 2, 3 instant sorceries. The nice part about Abandoned Attachments is you can just kind of willy-nilly throw it into open mana. Like, if they counter this, I don't care all that much. Yeah, like, that's fine. Bone Shards is solid. I think I'm just going to bog them here. This is a pretty good bog. And then we'll just do the same thing. We're just trying to abandon attachments, discard Crusher. Counterspell's feeling a little awkward. We've drawn 3 of our 4 total mono black cards in the deck. And we'll just try and send this again. That's fine. Another Bone Shards. I don't see a ton of reason to not just run this out, because we will just block immediately if they attack. Sure, that's fine. Sure. Get in for 1, yep. Another Abandoned Attachments. They could very easily be holding up a counterspell here. I do think that I am going to do this. Try and bait that counterspell out. I did have it. Now, Abandoned Attachments, discarding the Crusher, getting that draw 2, getting back Sneaky Snacker. I think I will kill the Delver. It's a little awkward because I have the Exhume, and like they'll get back the Delver, but like I also have Brainstorm, I have Counterspell, they whiff, that's nice. We're only taking 1 here, very good. Cast down's nice, I think we just say go in this spot. We're just gonna look to Brainstorm, get back the Snacker. Might stop them in their upkeep here. They have Force Spike, I'm not scared of Force Spike. I am going to end of turn Brainstorm just to try and get back the Sneaky Snacker. Ooh, this is good. We get a shuffle here. Brainstorm. Denial Spellbomb is actually kind of important. The Exhume. And then we can just try and cast down here. Okay. Go to our turn. Spellbomb. Then we can cycle here. Get blue source. Play the blue source. We can't actually Exhume yet because they have the Force Spike and we know about it. Let's see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They would have to tap out to play a snake here, so I think I'll just wait on this Spellbomb. Yeah, this is fine. They kind of bit, and that's fine. I have the Brewer's advantage here. No response. Next turn. Because now I can play land, and I can Exhume. And I will get back Ulamog's Crusher. And I will attack. Yeah, and we have the counterspell up. Very nice. That felt really good. That felt really good. Distracted Confession seems good against them. Dispel seems good. So just some more removal, some dispels for them. I think we're probably pretty favored in this matchup. They don't have really good answers to Ulamog's Crusher. We make big creatures just like them. What is it that I want to go down, though? Maybe don't need all 4 Crushers. How good is Snacker? It trades with a Delver. They might be taking out Delvers. It blocks really well. They don't have very good answers to it. I mean, do we even need Extracted Confession? We have 7 removal spells already for their threats. That's probably enough. If I go down a Crusher, go down the Dragon Breath? It's just probably not necessary. We're probably in the more defensive controlling posture in this matchup. They're probably more aggressive trying to get under us. Yeah, okay, let's just send it back in then. Yeah, we like this hand. We'll keep. Man, I think we do Contaminate Aquifer. Because we have Dispel up next turn for our Spellbomb to protect it. We don't have to play Dispel now. I could also jam a Snacker onto this board. Ponder setting up Delver. Okay. They declined to use Ponder's ability. Yep, okay. Troll is also nice. Now I can Spellbomb. And now we can say go. If they do nothing, I can cycle Troll. Now I have an Exhume target. That's a potential Dispel target, but I am not going to. Deep Analysis, Thought Scour. So they're random with the Delver here. They hit another Mental Note. Okay. So 2, 4, 5. I don't currently have an answer. I'd be hitting a Deep Analysis as well. I think I will crack the Spellbomb here. It's a little too early for me to want them to have a 5/5 in play. I still have the Mental Note. What do we lead with here? I think I'm finding a swamp. I think I'm casting a Snacker. This blocks Delver well. If they counter it or kill it, it's fine. We'll just Brainstorm. And it's like no sweat off our backs. Yeah, the Mental Note will probably clear this. They did not clear it. Interesting. They have nothing. Land. Say go. We have Counterspell up and Dispel up now. I think we're just going to hang out here. Thought Scour. Interesting. Milling a Mental Note. So for all we know, they don't have Mental Note anymore. Yeah, we're doing nothing. Standing pat. That's a good one. 4, 6, 7. Okay. Hoodoo. Still just chilling. Ponder, sure. 2, 4, 5 instant sorceries in the graveyard now. So snakes cost 2 after this ponder resolves. They did shuffle, played a land. Snake. Do I care about that snake? I don't think so. If I resolve a Crusher, I don't care. I'm going to try to abandon attachments. Discard Crusher. Draw 2. That's nice. Okay. I mean, I think we'll go for it here. They have nothing. So yeah, Exhume. We have Counterspell, Dispel back up. Dispel. Back a Crusher. And yeah, we still have Counterspell up. We have the biggest thing on board. We will see what they do. They could have the tap down your guy effect. Another Cryptic Serpent. Don't really care about that. No attacks. Okay. 2 cards in hand. I think I am just going to go to combat. Yep, attack. I forgot that this was a has to ability. Sacking 2 lands. Yep. That's interesting. Just welcome in the blowout here. Not there. Hell yeah. GG, Carves. Yeah, that felt really good. I feel like Mono Blue Terror is going to be a really good matchup. We just have creatures that are bigger than their creatures. They don't have any good interaction to deal with this, and we have good interaction to deal with them. Awesome. Yeah, I like being favored against one of the best decks in the meta. On to the next one. The third installment of the Common Ground Cup is coming Saturday, January 31st at Game Night in Columbia, Tennessee. The event will be live streamed and commentated by the Common Ground podcast hosts themselves. Compete for glory, honor, and even some prizes. I unfortunately won't see you there because I'm having a kid, but I'm going to be really sad about missing it. But you should go. You should totally go. All right, we're here in round 2, and this hand, man, it's a one-lander, but we're on the draw, and we have a brainstorm. I think I'm going to keep this. Like, we have, like, a Brainstorm, Thought Scour, Ulamog's Crusher into the graveyard setup. Like, we can do all of that on a single mana, and we have 5 looks at another land. Hey, interesting. Now we got to think about how much do we care about tap lands here. I think we need to get the tap land down immediately to deal with the tempo. Drawing the island was huge, though. Now we have Brainstorm, Thought Scour, and we can find something to get a Crusher in play. 2 Crushers. That's actually not bad. So go. We have Counterspell up now as well. If they do anything crazy, which they currently aren't. Do my opponent mulligan? 3, 4, 5, 8 cards were on turn 3. They were on the play. They did mulligan. Okay, showing me nothing. I'll just brainstorm here. Put back 2 Crushers. And Thought Scour. This is why I put Thought Scour in the deck. Is for exactly this interaction. Okay, another brainstorm. It's a little annoying. I think I'll throw a Spellbomb out there and just hold up Counterspell. Say go. And we can abandon attachments, discarding Spellbomb if need be. This is so interesting. I guess I'm going to do that. I just want to find my Exhume. And I already have the Spellbomb, so I'll just discard one. There's one. Okay. Okay. Playland. Exhume. They could potentially use a blood token to discard a creature. They would have really been expecting Exhume, which, like, I discarded Ulamog's Crushers. It's very likely that they were expecting this to some degree. Gutter Snipe. Okay. I do need to bomb that. Okay, that was all they had. Well, that's nice. Okay, cool. Well, now we have the biggest creature, and we know that they are mono red madness. Like, there's no effing around with that. Lava Dart me. Sure. With nothing else in play, that is not very scary. And we really just need to prioritize, counterspelling these little shits. And if they can't get a Gutter Snipe in play, I don't think they're going to be able to win. Because we're going to start restricting their resources heavily here. Yep. Sacker's nice. Combat. Attack. Annihilator trigger. Get annihilated. Ooh, discarded the blood. Makes sense. Okay. And I'm going to bog them. This gets rid of a Lava Dart. Nice. And I think I will cast the Snacker here. It doesn't really change the clock, but I don't think I'm looking to brainstorm here. I think I'm just holding up Counterspell. Do I care about that? Frankly, no, I don't. If it discarded as part of the cost, I would counter it. But if they're, like sacking lands and shit, I don't care about Epicure. These things don't matter. My turn. Trips brainstorms. Let's just attack here. Annihilate. Cool. Put you to 2. I think I will cast a Brainstorm. Bad card, damn. Let's go here, here. Slam that, say go. We still have a counter spell, and we're at 10. I'm feeling decent. They had a very anemic draw. Got there, cool. Well, Crusher good enough against red, it seems. Unexpected Fangs is definitely for this matchup. Blue Elemental Blast and Dispels. How good's Dispel? Is Dispel necessary? Dispel might not be necessary. The Graveyard Hate seemed good there. Cast Down is pretty inefficient. I don't love Cast Down. I also don't love Bone Shards, but it's more efficient, and like stack interaction is far more important against this deck. Like, if they had ever resolved any of their gutter snipes, there's a very good chance we were dead on the spot. Like, I bet they were holding like Fire Blast and like they had a Lava Dart in the bin, and like that, if they had a gutter snipe in play, it's trouble. So I think the spell bombs are necessary for our deck to work. Fang seems good. I don't think I'm going to be trying to flashback Deep Analysis. And you know what? Because of that, let's get in 1 Dispel. I think 1 Dispel will be better than a Deep Analysis. This can like gain me 3 life. That will always cost me 3 life. Let's go with that. Drown in Sorrow kills a lot. Man, I don't think the Dragon Breath is good. That's so tough. Crusher has been solid, though, I will say. I've liked Ulamog's Crusher so far. God, this hand has everything except an extra mana source. I'm going to keep it. Let's risk it. For the biscuit, as they say. We have Crusher, Bone Shards, Nile Spellbomb, Exhume. Like, this is our combo. This is what we're trying to do, dog, you know? That's nice, actually. Nah, Tapland. Tapland City over here, baby. Relic. Okay. Maybe I need the Steel Sabotages. Another Crusher. Okay. We'll say go here. We actually have an interesting spot where if they tap out of Relic, we can reanimate a Crusher. They're not going to, but that's fine. Ooh, okay, sure. That's fine. Thinking here. Thinking here. Bone Shards is my discard outlet, which means I'm going to need Nile Spellbomb in play. Yep, happens. I will just say go in this spot. They're clearly very scared of my reanimation plan. Other Bone Shards. This doesn't actually work the way I want it to. Maybe it does, honestly. Hold on, hold on. No, because they have a mana up. None of these are instant speed. Say go. Yeah, because it's an additional cost. So Bone Shards will go on the stack, and Ulamog's Crusher will be in my graveyard, and they can just tap Relic. That's not good enough for me. Kind of just taking 1 here until we draw something. Island is good. We still gotta wait, though. Sure. Nile Spellbomb can also put itself in the graveyard, I suppose. It's that blood token that's scaring me. Kind of think I gotta go for it, though. So, like, this is what I'm talking about here, where they can just tap the Relic to get rid of it. But then I can do this. Yes, I'll use the ability. Yield. I'll do this. We'll destroy it. And I'll play this. And then I'll say go. Because my logic here is exhuming into this is bad. Lightning Bolt, sure. I don't care about Lightning Bolt. Second land is big for them, but they're an Epicure. I'm going to counter. No, I'm not actually, because Bone Shards needs a target. Ooh, that is good. Hold on, that's pretty good. I can't get a Crusher into play, but I can get a Troll. Let's Exhume. Because here I have the Bone Shard, so they can't just tap it. So they're going to pop it. Yeah, no response. Now I can kill this, discarding this. Actually, cancel. Hold on. Let me Swamp Cycle this first. And then I want to do this. And then we'll say go. Lava Dart me, sure. I mean, they have all spells in hand. All I have is a counter spell. Let's go to combat. Get our Annihilation on. I'm assuming they're just sacking some bloods. We are correct. I'm assuming they're just taking 8 here. Cool. Snacker. Say go. Lightning Bolt me. Sure. That does kill me, so I have to counter it. Yeah, they got me. This does kill me. They just sacked the Lava Dart, and I'm dead with the ping on the Kessig. Seal Sabotage seems necessary, actually, if I can get those in before I did not get them in. I would like to play first. Keep. I like this hand. This hand offers a lot of pressure, actually. Plus, we have Elemental Blast to back it up. If they go turn 1 Relic, we're kind of in trouble. Or like we're kind of like miffed about that. But honestly, this hand works through that as well. They don't have it. Cool. Just gonna get a Swamp. We're gonna Swamp, and we're gonna Exhume. And we're racing. Cure, yep. And the Relic's too late, baby. Okay. The Brainstorm's pretty good, huh? Because I have my creature in play, and this is probably what I'm going to try and ride to victory. So, like, I just need, like, interaction. I'm not really afraid of a Gutter Snipe this turn. I think that this actually is an opportunity to Brainstorm, because now I can just try and get rid of the Crusher and the Answer. See, that's all really good. So I'm just going to get rid of these, and then I'm going to cycle, grab an Aquifer, and I'm taking this turn off, but, like, I'm bashing for 6. I have an Unexpected Fangs. I have a bunch of Blue Elemental Blasts. I'm not too scared. Fiery Temper. They could kill my Troll here, because I'm tapped out. Nope, they're not. They're racing me. I'm so here for that. Let's go. Let's race, baby. And then attack. And this should be game, I would think. We're at 20. They're at 7. We have Blue Blast, Dispel up. Blue Blast or Dispel, I should say. Looking to block. Let's go. Land is good. I could just go for lethal here, I suppose, but I'm not going to do that. And I'm probably just going to Dispel this. And then I just have double Blue Blast. Yep, perfect. Ooh, let's go. See you in round 3.
YouTube is great, but ads suck. Luckily, there's a way to get around them. And I'm not talking about paying for premium. Simply go to the App Store and download Firefox Focus. This is a privacy-based version of the Firefox web browser. It'll block any ads on any website you visit, including ads on YouTube. You can even connect your Google password to your Face ID to make having to log into YouTube every time you want to use it as smooth as possible. If you like this tip, you can leave me a tip at the Ko-Fi link in the description down below. Now, back to the video.
Welcome back to round 3, where I am on the play, and I have a 1-lander that is the wrong land. I'm going to mulligan this. This one is better. We will keep. And I think we just throw back an island. And I think I'm going to lead on Swamp Spellbomb here. We could do like Brainstorm and then upkeep Thought Scour, but I have nothing I want to mill at the moment, so I'm not really wanting to do that. Well, fuck me. I would have had something I wanted to mill. Okay. I'm going to set an upkeep stop just so that I'm ready. But more than likely, you know what? No. I'm going to be patient. Island's nice. Let's hit our land drops. Because there's going to be stuff in Jund Wildfires that I want to kill with the Bone Shards. So, like, I don't need to clear this Crusher. Like, this Bone Shards and this Crusher, like, go together. And I have, like, the Spell Bomb for it. Don't really need to do anything. Another Spell Bomb. I would like to hit a land. So I think I will Brainstorm now. Land secured. I think we'll just put back Bone Shards, Scour, play land, play an additional Spell Bomb. Say go. Maybe I should have put back. Nah, because it's Bone Shards Crusher. Like this is what we have, you know. Cycling Landscape, sure. Blood Fountain is going to be pretty easily neutralized by our Spell Bombs here. Also, they haven't put a creature on the stack yet. Furby's not even a huge deal. We can just discard Crushers to it. Gonna draw Thought Scour. Gonna mill the Bone Shards that I know about into random. Ooh, Dragon's Breath. That's hot. That's so hot. Oh my god. You see, I knew Thought Scour would have moments like this where we mill like just randoms that feel great to mill. Another Twisted Landscape, sure. Like we're definitely giving them time, which I don't love, but also they're not going to kill me anytime soon. Wellspring, yep. This is also the type of deck that has answers to Ulamog's Crusher. I think I'm going to pop one of these Spell Bombs, actually. I think I need some velocity. Land is good. Sneaky Snacker. Also a good thing to discard. Don't really see a reason to play it. Here comes the card draw engine. Yep. Cleansing Wildfire, sure. I have a Cleansing Wildfire deck of my own that I've been enjoying playing recently, but it's Grixis instead of Jund. We'll probably see it on the channel here soon. Another Wildfire. Okay. My hand full of removal isn't doing much against their hand of nothing, of no creatures. Cart Clan, sure. There's Exhume. Okay. Gonna do this. I guess I will pop the Spell Bomb. Oh, this was a mistake. They have the blood token. They could get something back here. This was wrong. Gosh darn it. Okay, they didn't have anything. We got unpunished. Dragon's Breath, let's go, baby! Oh, this is so sick. I haven't done this in years. This is so fun. Like, they have so many resources. This is not a huge deal to them. And if they just, like, cast down the Crusher when they untap, like, it didn't even do all that much. But, like, that was fun. I really wish I had Counterspell right now. Oh, man. That would have been so good. Yeah, they had it. They probably have multiple. It probably didn't matter, but... Right, there's the Chrysler. The Chrysler Town and Country. Island is fine. I think I will just play a Snacker here. I was wrong, wasn't it? Because now if they Furby me... I feel behind. I feel really behind. Sure. I also feel like the Velocity Spellbomb crack that I got earlier may not have been worth it here. Makeshift Munitions. Yeesh. I might just be dead to that, frankly. Yeah, sure. Happens. I probably should have killed... Yeah, nah, what am I doing? What am I doing? We're playing sloppy now. We're playing sloppy. Good golly. Oh, well, they didn't sack it to munitions. Okay, good for me. What? It triggers for my opponents? Yes. I didn't realize it triggered for my opponents. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Sicko. That was interesting out of Jund. Guess it's just another way to I am dead here. I have one card in hand, man. And they have a makeshift munitions, and there's going to. I'm going to go to game 2. I don't love my spot here, and I just want to actually get to a spot where I can do shit. Extract Confession seems decent. Annul is good, as is Dispel. Steel Sabotage. How much? No, actually, I really do care about that. In fact, maybe I care about it more than Annul. Dragon Breath was cute. But man, do I never want to draw it. Crusher is just so not good into what they're doing. Like, they have so much material to sack to Annihilator, they can kill it so easily. It is big, though. It is keyword big. Oh, what are other cuts? What are other cuts? I actually don't know if Extract Confession is necessary because, like, again, I have 7 spot removal spells. Like, how does that actually help me? This is also a rookie sideboard here, where I'm like not sure on a ton of these numbers. All Sabotage, Dragon Breath is an easy cut. I think this is a matchup where I do want Deep Analysis, which makes Thought Scour better, but also, man, I think maybe Snackers aren't that good in this matchup, just because they have Chrysler. Like Furby, they're good against Furby. I think I want some number, but maybe not a ton. Maybe we don't want Annul. The Dispels and the Sabotage I do think are all good. Maybe we can go down like 1 Thought Scour. Definitely did not have this mapped out for the Wildfires matchup. This does seem like a harder matchup, I will say. They seem pretty well set up against us. Just have answers to all of our threats. We'll keep this. I am probably going to Brainstorm Cycle Troll. Is probably going to be my plan here. See, Double Bog. That's a little much, ain't it? It's just a lot of lands. Cycle for an Aquifer. Play Aquifer, say go. Oi, oi. That's annoying. Having Steel Sabotage there would be so sick, but I don't have it. I don't need that upkeep stop anymore. But Deep Analysis is nice. Okay, well that's something I can discard to an Abandoned Attachments. If they offer me a Chrysler, I'm probably obligated to counterspell it here. Yeah, kind of think so. Am I? Am I? Maybe I'm not. I have ways to deal with this, and like their removal on my Boom Booms is going to be more important than tempoing them in a spot where I'm getting 2 for 1. Let's just go with the value play here. Okay, there's an Exhume. We have Troll. Yeah, I guess we just do that. Well, that really paid off. Now I have the biggest creature. Sure, I don't care about that. I'll Spellbomb a little late. I have my threat. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Nope. They did that at the right time, forcing me to use the mana on my turn. I think I will now play a Spellbomb. Then I will attack. Say go. There's part of me that's kind of wondering if I should be playing cheap protection spells for my creatures, since I know that they can get hit by removal. Blood Fountain, sure, I have the Spellbomb for it. Hopefully they only had the 1 cast down. And yeah, saving the counterspell for the removal on Troll was much better than countering their creature. Didn't buy me a ton of time though, fuck. I know they have a spell bomb. Damn it. All spring, yep. I think I'm going to end up abandoning attachments, discarding this island. For velocity's sake. I have 2 cards in hand, though. Chrysler, I don't care about this ability. I don't do damage-based removal. It'll just die if I kill it. Sight. Is this worth digging for a Dispel? Potentially. I think I will actually dig for a Dispel here. Wrong one. Fuck. Okay. Land go. I know there's a land on top of my deck, too. I probably should have held that. Oh, really? That's really interesting. That can't be correct. They're starting to bury me, though. No, thank you. Counter target Furby. We don't have that huge of a clock on us right now. Like, we're doing okay here. I'll just counterspell. And I think this means that we do this. Okay. Well, actually, hold on. I can hardcast my own trolls. You know, that's again maybe another reason to go with the Striped River Winder, is that it's much easier to get to a point where you can hardcast that. Another cast down. Lame. Limbus, sure. They've been through 2 cast downs, correct? Whoa, Synth! Whoa, that's nuts. Synth is crazy. Synth is crazy. I was not expecting Synth in my Writhing Chrysalis Troll of Khazad-dûm deck. Oh, man. Spicy. I can't cast either of these, right? Like, this is everything I have. I kind of feel like I have nothing, though, so I kind of have to do something. Okay. Brainstorm save me? Yeah. This is a little tough, I will say. I only have access to 3 mana, okay. And then I can bog them to get rid of it, take the pressure off, but I know I'm drawing Snacker and Bone Shards over the next couple turns. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should have waited a turn for that abandoned attachments. There's no way that card's good. There's just no way that card's good. I refuse to believe that card's good in their deck. Another Chrysler. 9. They got me dead on board next turn. I'm chump blocking and then drawing a blank piece of cardboard after that. I think I'm dead. Concede. Yeah, because it's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they got me dead on board. So like I would need a chump block or trade or something. And then I'm drawing I know what I'm drawing. I'm drawing Bone Shards, and I won't have a card in hand or a creature to sack. So I am just dead here. Tough one. That felt tough. I really don't like being a dog to Jund Wildfires. Definitely something to think about. On to the next one.
If you like this deck, check it out with my Moxfield link in the description down below. By following me on Moxfield, you can keep up with the new brews I'm working on before they become videos. And you can even see the tuning updates for old brews too. Thanks again for your support. I'll see you on Moxfield.
Welcome back to round 4. We are on the play, and yeah, brainstorm makes every hand keepable. Blue mirror of some type. They have nothing. Strikes me as terror. Okay, well, we've got a counterspell. Gonna pop out graveyards, because that's gonna be relevant. Not necessarily terror. This could reveal it, though. Still could be. Oh, I like these. I like those Eldraine basics. Those are wilds. Okay. All of us are out here doing nothing. I see no reason to do something, but I can develop this spell bomb pretty safely here. Cool. Now they kind of know that I'm on black mana of some type. They didn't see it to be worth it to interact with that. Another Lorien. If they have a splash, we'll see it here. I don't think so. I think this is just terror. Mental note. Murmuring Mystic, Cryptic Serpent. Horrible mental note. Murmuring Mystic would suggest that they have 4 spikes. That's usually how the lists differentiate themselves. If you have main deck Mystic, you're also on 4 copies of 4 spike. Mental note, sure. Ponder Island. That's, again, a bad mental note. But Ponder. This is turn 3. Okay. So they now are at the point where they can cast a terror, but I have the counterspell for it. And then I can just nuke their graveyard on my next turn. They're not going for it. Cool. Would love to draw Swamp. Abandoned Attachments is a card. Probably a card I need to wait on. I would like to find a Swamp here. I would like to draw a card off my Spell Bomb. That's a Swamp. Let's go. How do I want to do this? I'm not going to be able to hold up Counterspell on this turn cycle. But if I'm spellbombing them, that's not as big of a deal. So if we put back Island, I think definitely one of these islands is going back. I want to keep these 2. Maybe it's the second Brainstorm, or just the backup Brainstorm. I think this backup Spellbomb is going to be good. I want to keep the interaction. Yeah, I guess it's just Brainstorm. I want to hit my land drop next turn as well. Go for second Spellbomb, see if they want to interact with this. And we'll just cycle. And probably in their draw step, I'll pop the Spellbomb. Find Swamp, play Swamp, say go. And this is when we'll pop it. Just to maximize the amount of time they had to, you know, cast a Thought Scour or whatever. Now they have to do it on their turn. No response. Okay, so now they're from square one again, as far as getting a snake into play. Mental note, yep. Hidden Island. Their mental notes have been bad. Okay. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. They could play one here. They didn't want to. Interesting. Dos Crushers. I'm going to see if they want to bite on this. With the second one in hand, I think just throwing one into a counterspell is good. Discard Crusher. Okay, pass. We're set up. We just need to find it. Do I want to bomb them again? I don't think so. I think I'm going to let them do their thing. If they do cast one, I have a counterspell for it. I can counter. They can interact with it, and then I can pop the spell bomb. The thing that would be scary is that they have multiple snakes. Like, I can deal with one. It's if they have, like, 2 or 3, which is why I'm thinking we just go for the counterspell on the first one. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here. Just try to counterspell this. They interact with it. They counterspell back. Yep. No response. And now is when I want to pop this, because it's the second snake that scares me. Another counterspell is nice. This will see the most. Bone Shards Exhume. I get got by Pierce here, which is annoying. don't think they have Pierce. I think that the Murmuring Mystic lists run Force Spike, and I can play around Force Spike. So like what could they have? Maybe a mental note, and they're wondering if they should just try and spike a terror by just sending the mental note into it. We've seen 4 Thoughtscour mental note effects. Okay, I will get back a Crusher. I don't really know what took them so long thinking about that. I have 0 protection for my Crusher, which feels kind of bad. I feel like not having protection for it is rough. But I also have the biggest creature. 4-mana Murmuring Mystic. Okay. If it's the frickin' tap thingy. It is the frickin' tap thingy. That's fine. We'll be able to race this. It's not too big of a deal here. Okay. I would like to start with a Brainstorm. Ooh, lots of good stuff here, actually. I think Bone Shards, and then I think I'm putting Troll on top. And then I think I'm just going to do this, discard you, and then 2/4. I could just kill the Terror and pay the ward. Yep. And we'll say go. Brainstorm's a good card, guys. Brainstorm's really nice. Deem Inferior. We'll bottom that shit. Okay. I know that I have another removal spell on top here. I feel like Deep Analysis is just where we start, though. Aquifer. It's a pretty good discard to an Abandoned Attachments, I feel like. I think I just say go here, though. I'm not too worried about the 1/1 bird. They got a lot of lands in play, 4 cards. They still have the Sleep with the Dead, so I just need to kind of make sure that their clock isn't too terrible. That's really all I got to worry about. No, that's not the type of thing I'm worried about. I can just Bone Shards that. I'm going to try and abandon some attachments. Counterspells are nice. I don't love that I don't have Graveyard Hate right now. Okay. So I'm going to discard a Snacker here. And then I think I just say go. I'm holding the Troll for like future brainstorms and such. I would like to find another piece of Graveyard Hate before like doing anything massive. I am countering whatever this is. Yeah, I don't have an answer anymore, so I'm just going to counter it. I think I am going to cycle this. Find land. Thins the deck, baby. I'm punished immediately. We will brainstorm, though. This gets back a Snacker at the minimum. 2 Exhumes, cast down a counterspell. Man, I wish I hadn't cycled that Troll. I got punished so hard. Okay, what I can do is I can Exhume and then just kill what they get back. To do that, I'll need the island. No, I can't do that yet. Freaking A. Can't do it yet. They're winning on the clock at the moment. I think I'm going to block that Bird Illusion token if I get the chance to, so I'm not going to attack. So that is very okay. Oh my word, that is great. Holy guacamole. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Land here. I think I'm fine just passing back. Like, that was a very aggressive Sleep with the Dead, and they had to get rid of a lot of their creatures that I was worried about. They left the Mystic in there because, like, you know, Mystic is, like, a good thing for them to get back from Exhume. They're pretty flooded. I don't know anything in their hands. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm at 6. Snacker's back, baby. Another Snacker is kind of nice. I mean, yeah, we play that. And then I think I attack with my 1 Snacker, right? Like, this is a clock now. Boom. Plan B. Ponder, sure. Don't really care about Ponder. Lots Tower, sure. Force Spike Island, okay. Deep Analysis. Can't say I care too much about that. Now, if they Sleep with the Dead, my untapped Snacker here, which is definitely what I have baited them into doing. They did do it. Ponder, Force Spike, Slots, Car, Sleep Analysis. They got rid of all their creatures. Well, that's so good for me. Hell yeah. Yeah, go to my turn. Cast Exhume. Get an Ulamog's Crusher. Cast Exhume. Get a Troll of Khazad-dûm. Play land. Say go. I don't think they have enough to like answer all of this. Like the Sleep of the Dead can like tap out my big boys, but like I'm blocking that bird token. Like that bird token's not gonna kill me. And if they play a big creature, like I don't think their Sleep of the Dead's gonna keep up with it. Beam Inferior. Okay. Second from the top. I can Thought Scour right away. Terror. I can cast down that. And I can block it. Sure. That's fine. And we'll look to mill a Crusher. Good. Ooh, that is nice. Hold on. Can we? How much mana do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So this is 4 mana. 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we have enough. So I can kill this. Boom. Yield. I'll pay it. How much do I care? It would suck to get 4 spiked from here. Now I'm doing it. I don't have to exhume this turn. Like, I can wait. So this happens. We kill it. Bog you. That also gets rid of their Sleep with the Dead, also gets rid of their Deep Analysis. Attack with Troll. Need to get the clock going. Do I slam this? Yeah, sure. I'll slam it. If I get got by 4 spike here, I get got by 4 spike. It's fine. Like they have to deal with the board. Yeah, they had it. I was so right. I shouldn't have, but whatever, it's fine. Lorien Revealed is probably one of the better cards I could have drawn there. Double Island on their Thought Scour. It's rough. Serpent K. You know, they're running out of ways to kill me. So there's 1, 2, blocking immediately. Do I block immediately? I mean, yeah, I think so. I only count 3 removal spells. I don't think I can attack. Brainstorm, sure. This is still game 1, right? Goodness. Sleep of the Dead, yep. And then they flash back and we die. Concede. Okay, they got me. Well, that matchup felt good to me, but when they draw that freaking many cards, I guess it gets a little harder. What don't we want in this matchup? Dragon's Breath, I guess? And they didn't have Delvers, which makes Snacker a little worse. Just bringing some Dispels over that. Confession is nice. Maybe I just want like 1 over a Deep Analysis. Oop. Something more like this. There you go. I think I played a little sloppy in that game, honestly. I think that I had plenty of opportunities to slam the door closed and then just fudged him away. This seems like a good hand, though. And here we go. Popping out the graveyards again. It matters in the matchup. And there's probably going to be a lot of draw going to start here. That's a nice one. I like that. That gives me a threat. Okay, Lorien. Just Swamp Cycle here. I don't really want to jam until I can get to 4 mana. Stone K. We could have Brainstormed, I suppose, but I kind of like my hand. I don't really want to move cards around in it. Okay. Spellbomb is good. I will try to play a Spellbomb. And probably protect it if I can. It's stuck, though. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Mm-hmm. They seem to be playing a little scared. I think I just pass here. I don't really think there's anything that I should be doing right now. Like we're just hitting land drop, saying go. Sure. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say if they want to cast something, that's fine with me. Dispel, sure. Man, I like my hand a lot. I maybe had enough to protect an Exhume there, but Tolarian Terror. Counterspell. Nuke the graveyard. There's a Crusher. That's interesting to think about now. Brainstorm. Like that. Don't actually really want to get rid of anything. Um, let's try to Exhume. Get a trolley. Envelop. Dispel. Nile Spellbomb. Say go. Nice. Okay. No response. We'll bottom that bad boy. I like my next two draws. And go. I actually do want them to play a creature now, because I can kill it and get my Crusher in the graveyard and then pop their graveyard and like do all that good shit. 4 mana for Deep Analysis. Sure. Kind of just sitting here. Cryptic Serpent. Sure. That's a Bone Shards target, baby. The spell's nice, so this should work. You will try to discard a card. Crusher. Counterspell. This spell. Pop this. I don't think that they have. Yep, okay, cool. So go. Currently can't protect the Crusher, but they're in check, I guess. It's not actually check. They can take 2 hits from it pretty safely. Maybe that makes Crusher bad. Maybe that just makes Crusher bad. Like, it just doesn't win the game. It doesn't give me any value. Like, it needs to attack, so it really wants the Dragon Breath. But Dragon Breath is a bad card. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just going to F6 through here. I have nothing. And I think they know that. Okay, opponents seemed to be gone for a bit there, but they are back now. And I think we are deep analysis gamers at this point. That's fine. I do not care. That is a 2-for-1 either way. Opponent is down to 2 cards in hand and 5 minutes on clock after AFKing for so long there. Like, we still have a game 3. Okay, combat. Crusher. Annihilate. Okay, cool. Got there. Game 3. Anything I want to change? The deep analysis did seem really good at that point. Maybe go down a cast down for an Extract the Confession. It's just a little better against Tolarian Terror in specific. And submit. And Terror is definitely the type of deck that can kill you quick. Gonna be a little hard for them to do that, though. Yeah, I have options here. Nothing on turn 1. We drew a better island, so we'll lead on that one. I mean, we have options going into our turn. Velocity Brainstorm. They upkeep Thought Scour. They will not, okay? So there's pure velocity on that. And we'll cycle for Swamp. Drew another Swamp, good golly. Don't really want to cast spells into their counter magic, so I'm just gonna Swamp Go. Another Velocity Brainstorm, okay. If they give me the opportunity here... Oh, they are giving me the opportunity. Let's see what gets milled. Yeah, I'm going to abandon attachments here. Really gross that this is all on their end step. That's nice. That's nasty. That's nasty. I like that a lot. That was really nice interaction. They can play a big boom boom here. There's a boom boom. Okay. Try to How do I do? I have 2 cast downs, so I have 2 shots at it. So if they hit me with the counter your guy here, it's okay. It worked. Bog you. I wasn't expecting that to work. I kind of figured they would have interaction, but they did not. This also hits a deep analysis. That was a really good bog. Bajuka Bog's been very nice. Okay, swing for 2, and they only got 3 minutes, and they have no graveyard, and like I have the pressure. Like I feel like the advantage meter. So lucky, my opponent says in chat. Okay, I am playing the cards in my deck. They just happen to be good against you, my guy. Just play this. Guess I'll just play this. Counterspell, sure. They didn't have it last time, so I'll try it now. They had Envelop is what they had. Gotcha. Another Cryptic, sure. Cast down Cryptic. Play Contaminate Aquifer. We're out of action, but any Brainstorm or anything of the sort will go a long way. We're not out of the woods. Opponent is very focused on us now. What is this? Deep analysis? Sure. Have a land would be Ponder. Nice. So they don't currently have a Snick. They shuffled with the Ponder. That's good for us. 3 cards in hand. 2, 4, 5. That's 6 mana. They are tapped out. We are just going to cast a Troll here, ladies and gents. And now this is a clock. They are still on the back foot. We have a 2-turn clock on them. And we're still at 20. Lorien. Okay, they're reeling. Terror. That's fine. I can erase that. Attack. And I am just going to wait on the Brainstorm. I have 2 lands that I'd like to put back, but I'm going to make them do stuff first. Triple Brainstorm here. It's not the best. Thought Scour, yep. Another Terror kit. Sleep with the Dead, my snacker, okay? So this Bog is pretty good. That means my guys will untap. I also have this Exhume. Nice. All right, so we have lethal on board. Can they get through this? Because I have nothing else. 4 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana, 5 mana. Lorien, okay. Brainstorm. Turn 9, 2, 4, 6, 8. They do not have it. We got there. I mean, yeah, there's nothing. Woo, got there. Yeah, Mono Blue Terror feels like a good matchup. On to the final round.
Oh, hey, you're still watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Check me out in the Ko-Fi link down below, and yeah, I'll let you get back to it.
We are on to play for the final round. 3-1 currently. Positive record is locked, and this is a mulligan. This, however, is a keep. I'm going to throw back one of our Thought Scours. And we just have a very nice Aquifer, Abandoned Attachment, Sneaky Sacker start, which, yeah, that seems really good. And I really love how our first 4 matchups have been against the top 3 decks on the Goldfish page. Like, I feel like this is very good. Oh, maybe the whole league potentially. Let's just do this. Okay, really just need to find a boom here. If this is Jund Wildfires, we've already played this matchup once, and we kind of know, yeah, looks like it's Jund Wildfires. So we kind of remember what that looked like the first time round. KCS does not matter right now. Could get lucky, so I think I'm going to just see what happens. Cast down Brainstorm. I don't think I care about their 3-mana plays all that much, so I think I'm just going to get this Spellbomb developed and start attacking. Say go. Wellspring, sure. Jupiter Bog, cool, that's fine. Didn't really have anything of value in there anyway. KCS in for 1. Sick. Another Exhume, and me with nowhere to go. Now, this is kind of the downside of decks like this. In Legacy, we just saw Entomb get banned, and we've now seen the Reanimator decks have to adjust to having a distribution of monsters and reanimation. And it's way more A, B. And right now we have a lot of our A's, a lot of our B's, but we don't have any C's, if that makes sense. We have the discard outlet, the reanimation spell, but we need a monster to go with it, and we currently don't have that. But we are just vibing here. It's fine. Bone shards again, baby. I mean, we are winning this damage race, I suppose. Snacker has gotten in for 6 so far. That's important. To me, I would like to counter that. Just try to cut him off at the knees if possible. I have answers to Chrysler's or the like. Spellbomb is a little tough. Wildfire, annoying, but fine. Might discard Exhume to kill the Cart Clan Shaman, honestly, at this point. Do I even care about Cart Clan Shaman? No, frankly, I don't. Okay. We're still in the draw something good waiting room. Deep analysis is good. Interesting. So we're attacking here. If I bone shards, sacrificing Sneaky Snacker, discarding deep analysis, that gets blown out really hard. But if I bone shards, discarding Exhume, or discarding deep analysis. Let me get my thoughts straight here. I have to discard deep analysis. Is that good enough for them to pop their spell bomb? It might be. Let's try it. They might pop it here. It draws them a card. But I still have another bone shards. Yeah, I was going to say, and if they don't do anything, then I just get to deep analysis myself, which is pretty good. I'm going to pop this out. My own bog. Lovely. Well, now we don't got to worry about KCS anymore. Exhume looking like a good discard to a Furby. Ixian Infiltrator. Nice. Got 3 cards in hand. Viscerator's Insight. They are not prioritizing the spell bomb at all, okay? And they're just trying to draw some cards. I mean, this is fine. They've got 5 in hand. They had another spell bomb. Sure. Counterspell is nice. It's kind of looking like we're just going to try and ride the Snacker the whole way. Yeah, I'm just saying go. I just cast down the Infiltrator if it gets too big. There's Chrysler. Yep. Chrysler Town and Country. If they only hit me for 3, I will just take 3. I think I'm just going to cast down this. And then look to Bone Shards the Chrysler. What they can do here is they can Insight. They didn't. That's interesting. That's interesting. Another Bog. Bog you? Yep. I'm going to counterspell this. Because I just want to limit their velocity as much as I can. Probably should have Bone Shards first. But c'est la vie. Sacker has now done 12 damage. Spring, yep. That's pretty lame. Yep, okay. Another Chrysler, it looks like. That's unfortunate. Do I need to Velocity Spell Bomb? I don't think so. Now I think so. Cool. 5. I can make them crack that Spell Bomb for no value. This is basically trading 1 for 1 with a Spell Bomb to make the next one better. But, like, yeah, we're in kind of a tough spot here. Oh, did I have any creatures in my bin before that? No, I have seen literally 0 creatures outside of Sneaky Snacker and that Troll of Khazad-dûm. Kit, you're dead. I would have liked to have blocked, but it's fine. Okay, other map. This is starting to feel like it's gotten to the moment where we struggled in the first matchup against this deck, where they just have more resources, and I'm not going to be able to keep up. Well, I guess we'll just cast a troll and then pray. Cast down? They do have cast down, yep. We're not quite dead here. Cycling, yep. And they're almost out of gas as well. Second map for Wellspring. They're going to leave that on top, almost guaranteed. 6, we're down to 2. We are dead on board, even if we reanimate the troll, we're dead. We kind of need... Yeah, that's it. We get back the troll, we can block the Writhing Chrysalis, but then they have 2 points here. Yeah, we're just dead. Okay. Seal, Sabotage, Dispel. We determined those are good. Extract a Confession? I don't think that's actually all that good. Dragon's Breath, we determined is kind of mid. Honestly, Crusher, kind of mid, right? Like, it's just mid. Maybe Exhume is a little mid. Maybe we just need to be more controlling, more sneaky stackery, but that whole thing seems bad. I feel like I can't do that. Maybe go down on a Thought Scour just to get in this stuff. This. I I don't feel great in this matchup. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is definitely an area where I need to think about brewing this deck moving forward. Gonna keep this on the play, so we do not need to leave up blue for the Steel Sabotage on their bounce land. Just gonna go Aquifer go. Rumble to 6, okay. Okay, they got the bridge. Crusher is nice, we have a Bone Shards to go with it. Develop a Spell Bomb here. Oh my gosh, guys, the thing is happening. The thing is happening. The thing is happening, guys. The thing just happened. Holy guacamole. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my god. It happened. Oh, it happened. Just gonna Swamp Cycle. Find another Aquifer. Play the Aquifer, say go. Golly gee, that sets you so far back as the Wildfire player. That's so brutal. That's rough that I don't have the Annul here. I have the Dispel instead. Bottom on the Limbus, okay? That's Exhume. Yeah. I do feel like we kind of need to like present a clock. Say go. Yeah, if this Ulamog's Crusher was a Striped Riverwinder, I could have just put a 5/5 Hexproof into play and drawn an extra card. That seems so much better. But Dispel works to protect. Bogia. And swing! So, like, if this is a game that we don't win, there's a fundamental issue with the deck. And again, it's just like I have this Ulamog's Crusher. It could be a Striped Riverwinder. Like that could be in play right now, and like I would still have this Dispel. They would still be holding on to. Oh, perfect. Lovely. I was looking for a way to discard that. Okay, I suppose that's a nice feeling. Hmm. Causes have causes have causes. Another cast down. Okay, you got it. Draw and Exhume. Land. Lame. In the Exhume waiting room before they find Nail Spellbomb. They don't currently have green mana either. So no Chrysler this turn, unless they rip one of their 2 swamps. I think they have 2 swamps. Freeing lame. Oh, but Jukabog is brutal. Yep, happens. Yeah, I feel like Riverwinder would be so much better here. Like they just don't have like a clean answer to it like they do for Crusher. I think that's the change I'm gonna make, is Striped Riverwinder. I'm gonna hold that and say go. Like I just don't feel good killing a Furby, you know? Opponent still doesn't have access to green mana, so we still don't have to worry about Chrysler. But they have their card draw engine going. They're going to find their green mana any day now. Yeah, and this is the same game where I Steel Sabotaged their artifact land when they targeted it with Cleansing Wildfire, and I just feel so behind against what they're doing. Okay. Thinking through this, trying to get the deck better. We're soft to graveyard hate, but we don't necessarily need to be, you know? Like, if you're trying to play cards like, I guess I'll kill one of these then. If you're trying to play cards like Ulamog's Crusher, and then you need to play like Careful Study was a card that I was thinking about. If you have to play that type of effect, if your whole deck, the whole engine of what you're doing, kind of forces you to put a lot of effort into getting these cards into play to make your engine work, a single card like Nana Spellbomb can blow that all up. And frankly, Ulamog's Crusher just isn't worth reanimating. Like, it doesn't make up for all of the stuff you got to go through to get it there. A miss, yep. So I think what we're better off doing is playing the 1-mana cyclers into exhuming them and just back that up with a mid-range plan that can keep up with the other mid-range decks of the format. That might take a little bit of work to see what that looks like. This spell, great timing, buddy. And they've seen so many more cards than me. And like, I'm a blue deck, like, I can draw cards. Blood Fountain's annoying. I think I will cash this in right now, actually. I don't want to be in this like song and dance of like trying to dance around Blood Fountains. Also is a good opportunity for me to dispel their flashback Eviscerator's Insight. Yeah, I like this. I like this, but I'm still like losing on this interaction, Okay, Deep Analysis is a card. That is our way to draw cards and maybe pull back into this. Brainstorm also nice. Let's just start here. So hey, Brutal. And before they're able to spellbomb me. Okay. I'm at 9 now. Brainstorm is good. Brainstorm can save us. Is this our first Chrysler? Yep. They have enough to be able to Blood Fountain. Okay. Troll. That's a good one. 2, 4, 6, 7 mana. If we Spellbomb. Am I playing Troll this turn? I don't think so. I think I'm brainstorming this turn. Ulamog's Crusher or Bandit attachments? Okay, that's interesting. I think I just moved around cardboard a lot for no reason. But I don't know if there's much I can do. Like, I could have cast that. 2, 4, 6, 7. I just don't know if casting Troll is good. 2, 4. I think I kind of need to Bone Shards the Chrysler. And then just play chicken with this Nihil Spellbomb and Blood Fountain. Just gonna sack it. It's pretty good. It's pretty freaking good, yeah. Yep, it's pretty good. Feel like I cracked this now. Gets rid of the Chrysler while they can't Blood Fountain. Steel Sabotage is okay. Alright. I can use that to force them to pop Spellbomb. Potentially. Or I could just counter this. They got Pyro. Yeah, they don't really have any other targets for it. It's fine. Yeah, they're just in this spot now where I could have brainstormed and hid something, but I don't know. Both of these are good, whichever one. I don't think it makes a difference, really. They don't have a lot left. This will get them to pop the spell bomb. Oh, or they just pyroblast. Okay, sure. That works out, actually. They don't have anything else. Can crack Lembus. Yeah, tracks. I don't feel great here. Like, we're both empty-handed, but they have such better top decks than me. I probably should have brought in some Hydroblasts to fight Pyroblasts. That's a good one. That just cantrips. Okay, good. I don't think I need to block, which is annoying. Slagwood Bridge. Okay. They already played a land, but they can blood token that away. Yep. Furby's tough. Second spell bomb, so I'm not reanimating anything for the rest of the game. Oh, they're just cycling this one. Yeah, no, that's smart. They're just digging so deep. And that will kill me. Kind of priced into blocking, honestly. Yeah, land, and that's going to be good enough for me. Concede. Because they have at least. Oh, well, it disappeared too quick. Yeah, opponent at the end there had at least Nile Spellbomb and Blood Fountain that they could crack to get 2 counters on the Gixian Infiltrator. That would put them to 6 total power on board, and they had an Eldrazi spawn for 7. So yeah, we were literally dead on board there. But yeah, 3 and 2 with this first draft of just Exhume monsters. I will say, I think the Dragon's Breath and Ulamog's Crushers, I don't really think you can do this anymore. I think we had one moment where it did the thing and we lost that match, and it just, Annihilator 2 isn't quite good enough to get it there. But I like Abandoned Attachments a lot. I think this card is good. I kind of liked just the 3 Spell Bombs, 2 Bajuka Bogs in my Exhume deck. I kind of liked that. Like the really high, like hard hitting graveyard hate in the main. Like, I don't really think I'm too worried about Spy with this deck because of this main deck configuration. Getting to run some counter magic. One card I was thinking about is Foil. The 2 blue counter target spell, and if you discard an island and another card, you can cast it without paying its mana cost. That is a way to discard like an Ulamog's Crusher, and it's free stack interaction, way to protect your guy. But frankly, I think Striped Riverwinder. Do I have any Striped Riverwinders? I do. Yeah, this is the card that I'm thinking might just replace. How many of these do I have? Only the one. This is the card that I'm kind of thinking might replace Ulamog's Crusher in the deck. Just swap these 5 cards out, bring in 4 Striped Riverwinders, and I don't even know. Past that point, we'll figure it out. I liked Abandoned Attachments Snacker as a plan B. Abandoned Attachments gets a lot less necessary when every single one of your Exhume targets can put itself in the graveyard. Like Troll puts itself in the graveyard, Riverwinder puts itself in the graveyard. Things to think about. There is an argument to going red for Faithless Looting in this archetype. Can go harder on the Dragon's Breath stuff with the Ulamog's Crushers, but I just think Ulamog's Crusher isn't good. There's other cards you could be playing in this deck. There is the creature that can cycle for 2 colorless, and it's a 6 mana, 6/6 reach, and when it enters, you gain 4 life. It's like Angry Ketradon or something like that. It was an Aether Drift. But that's potentially a good card against red. Something I like about the Striped Riverwinder is we could play these Unexpected Fangs in the main. Like if we had 4 of these, 4 trolls, and just unexpected things. And the plan is to go turn 1 cycle, turn 2 exhume, turn 3 fangs up the monster that you brought back, and just race. I think that sounds kind of interesting to me. Frees up some more sideboard slots. Yeah, no, I like how this felt. Again, we got the 3-2, just got our butts beat by Jund Wildfires, but hey, what are you going to do? Play Fog if you want to beat that deck. That's all from me today, and we will see y'all around. Bowdy.